What's going on, everyone? My name is Under the Radar, and welcome back to the WBE playoffs. Okay, so I tweeted out last week that making it to round 2 of playoffs was literally the goal for the season. So this game, I'm going to try my damnedest, but I'm so proud of what I accomplished in this season that if I lose, I lose. It is what it is. It's not the end of the world to me. I'm just super happy that I'm able to keep up with some of these guys. Like, realistically, I have the Hita group. I'm going up against the Hita group. MV, Gator, Joey, Leo is phenomenal. So realistically, I'm looking at this and I'm happy that I made it this far. But I'm pulling out all the stops. I want to beat them. I want to win the whole freaking thing. So I made a team, and we are going up against Gator this round of playoffs. As you can see, his team is in front of us. Let me put this over here, and then let me put this over here. There we go. So as you can see, Gator's team is very, 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 very threatening. We did play week 12. However, I didn't try in that game. I brought like past sets. He didn't even upload the game because it didn't matter for him. It was literally a pointless game for the most part. So also, I'm really sick. I had a sinus infection and a double ear infection, and because I had a sinus infection, I couldn't breathe. Because I couldn't breathe out of my nose, I had to breathe out of my mouth. Because I had to breathe out of my mouth, my lips got really dry. Because my lips got really dry, I got a lot of sores in my mouth, so it's really hard for me to talk. But this is WBE. WBE is worth the pain. So his team is extremely threatening versus mine. And the reason why I say that, you can see the six that I'm predicting. The six that I'm predicting are the top six. Donphan could be in over Celebi or Puku or Keldeo or something like that. But realistically, the top six are the most threatening versus me. And I'll go over why just as we go down the list. Heatran is really good versus me. It's one of the best superior checks in the game. It's very, very, very reliable at beating down superior. Celebi is really good at beating down Zygarde, and that mainly it's really good at helping out versus Zygarde. Mega Heracross gets a kill versus my team. I don't have anything that can switch in and take 2 hits. I just don't. And most of my walls are slower than it, so it's not like I can switch in, take 2 hits, and then be like, okay, I'm gonna just kill you now. I physically can't do that. Keldeo, Subcalmine Keldeo is extremely threatening versus me. He can set up all over my Mega Sableye. He can set up on my Melodic, and if I'm not having Haze, he can still set up behind a sub and be really threatening. So that's a little bit of an issue. So Calm Mind Keldeo, I fully expect. Yukamuku is one of the best Darmanitan checks in the game, and if you guys have watched me at all this season, you will know that I've abused the hell out of Darmanitan. It has like 25 kills. It is so close to being the kill leader. Like, it's up there with Ulfi's Mega Blastoise and Mega Lopunny from Leo. It's up there. It has a lot of kills. So I feel like Puku is going to come just because it is so obvious that it's a very good Pokemon versus me. And then, just like how I've been abusing Darmanitan, Gator's been abusing Zeraora, and he can do it versus me as well. All he needs is Life Orb mixed. I could see him bringing Z-Move on it, but I could also see him bringing Z-Move, Calm Mind Keldeo. So that's the big things that I expect. It's super obvious, but I think that his team is the type of team that's extremely obvious to bring versus mine. So let's just go into what I brought and why I brought it. I'm going to tell you guys, I didn't build this team with an exact game plan like I do with most weeks. I have a game plan, but most weeks I have a game plan of chip everything in range of this to win. Chip everything in range of Darmanitan to click Flare Blitz, of Raichu to click any 4 moves that it could have, Superior to click Leaf Storm, Zygarde to DD up and click Thousand Arrows. That's typically what I do. I didn't do that this time. I took a much more defensive approach this game because I feel as though I could and have it still work out really, 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 really well. So let's go ahead and start looking at the team. I'm bringing Darmanitan. This is going to be my lead Darmanitan, and I'm picking this as the lead because Every single one of his leads, every single one of them. We have Heatran, we have Celebi, we have Mega Heracross, we have Donphan. Every single one of them is going to want to hit me with an earth move, a ground move, aside from Mega Heracross. Mega Heracross will not stay in because I can just Flare Blitz it and kill it. And it will want to switch into Pyukumuku. Or he will try to pivot around. If he is in with Celebi and he doesn't want to lose it, he will go directly into Heatran. And then Heatran will be able to take Flare Blitz, will be able to take U-turn, whatever, get a rocks, whatever have you. Every single week, I've brought Choice Darmanitan. So, no matter what he leads off with, I click Flare Blitz. If he goes into Pyukumuku, I taunt Toxic it. If he goes into Heatran, I click Earthquake and possibly get rid of its Shuka Berry, or just flat out OHKO it if he's trying to get up his rocks and he has lefties or something. If he leads off with his Donphan is probably the hardest thing, but that's probably where I just like hard switch into Mesprit, and I don't take that fight. But if he leads off with anything, like any one of his first two mons that I have up on the screen, I stay in, click Flare Blitz first, then I click Taunt Toxic if he goes into Pyukumuku, Earthquake if he goes into Tran, and even his Keldeo can take up to 47% from this thing, meaning that he will not be able to sub up on me reliably, which is massive. This thing has a phenomenal lead matchup, but it has a very piss poor choiced matchup. If I'm locked into literally anything, he is going to be able to take advantage of me in one shape, way, or form. It's actually really, really bad. So that's why I have this thing as the lead, and that's more than likely what you guys are going to see in all of my mocks. Also, this team went under so many changes. It went under so many changes. And I'll get over to like the different types of sets that I brought beforehand. I brought Adamant Scarfed, and it was really good at revenge killing Zeraora, but at the same time, I was really bad at being able to beat both Heatran and Celebi late game if I needed to. So next up we have this. This is going to be what I hope to be the late game win con. I think I can make this 16. Because it always takes whatever stat is on top first, but I don't really care. I don't really need it, so I don't want to risk it. I'm pretty sure I can though. If I'm wrong, tell me in the comments, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. So this Stakataka wins late game. If he has Last Mon Zeraora, this wins. If he has Heracross with close combat, this could win. If he has Keldeo and clicks Secret Sword and not Scald versus me, this could win. I can just set up a Trick Room, and the reason why I have sub is because more than likely his Pyukumuku is going to be one of the last Pokemon on his team. It just is. That's why I'm having Toxic on, as you're going to see, 2 Mons, because I need to get that thing Toxic. The second I get it Toxic, this could beat it 1v1. I just sub up, and this, as long as I'm clicking sub like repeatedly, he will continue to take Toxic damage. And as he's taking Toxic damage, all I have to do is wait for it to take 15/16 out of his health, and then I click Earthquake once and kill it. So very easy way to beat down Pyukumuku with a Stakataka. I could have put Toxic on here because he can't do anything to me. Realistically, he can't do anything to me at all, unless he's Soak Toxic, which could be. You know, I think I'm just gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna put Toxic on this. I think I'm just going to do that because, like, realistically, what's it going to do to me? It's going to Toxic me. I'm just going to have Toxic on this. I don't need Substitute. I had Substitute because I was able to sub up on it and then be behind a sub, and then I could attack it without taking a counter damage. But if I'm just going to spam a move and wait for him to take Toxic damage, I don't give a shit. So yeah, this is the main way to beat Pyukumuku in the late game if I have it Toxic. And this is also a really good way to win. If I have everything chipped down, which as you're going to see, these next 4 Mons, they are specifically made to chip and only chip. They're not made to kill. They're made to chip. And that is going to be the goal of the team, is to chip everything down. to hopefully have this win, but it's not the main goal. It's these can chip, they can also just flat out beat its checks. So we have Superior. A couple things I hate about this Superior. I'm not faster than Keldeo, which sucks. I'm not faster than Celebi, which sucks. However, I can't afford that. I just physically cannot afford that with the calcs. I might run some more calcs to double check it, but I need this bulk to be able to take on Zero Aura. Zero Aura's banded close combats, banded fire punches, anything like that. I need to be able to take on those hits, and unfortunately, I just can't unless I have this bulk. So I need this bulk. I do have enough speed for Heatran, and the main idea with this is I drop this in on something like Pyukumuku. And whenever I drop this on Pyukumuku, I click Leech Seed as he goes into Heatran, and then I sub up and I stall it. I've beaten many Heatrans this way, and it's disgusting, and I hate doing it, but it can be done. And let's say I don't want to have it like beaten down all the way. All I have to do is literally go into any one of my other 3 Chipmons and just let them take a Lava Plume. And then I can chip it down the other way. So, my nose is so stuffy. I'm sorry, guys. So, this is going to be that main check. I have Hidden Power Bug because I need to be able to hit Celebi. And I need to be able to hit Celebi hard. I have faced Nasty Plot Celebi in 3 mocks. And it was not fun at all to deal with because nothing on my team outspeeds it. Nothing. So because of that, I need to be able to have something to hit it and prevent it from being able to just set up all over my face. That was the goal. So this can deal with Heatran, Celebi. It can do a lot of damage to Pyuku. It can do a lot of damage to Zero Aura. It can do a lot of damage to Donphan. And those are the big things that I really needed it to do. I wish it could have done a lot of damage to Heracross. I did have Hidden Power Flying on here originally. However, I just couldn't afford it because +2 Hidden Power Flying does 0. Actually, let me just double check that calc. Yeah, +2 Hidden Power Flying is only doing 41 to 49, whereas Hidden Power Bug is doing 82 to 98. So I need that damage, which sucks, but it is what it is. How much am I doing to Heracross? Only doing 42% to Mega Heracross at +2 with Leaf Storm, but you're going to see I have a decent check to Mega Heracross in the back that I brought this time. Yeah, so next up, I'm really weak to Subcalmine Keldeo. As you can see, these two don't want to take it on. This doesn't outspeed it, so it can just sub up on me until I miss a Leaf Storm. So I have this pretty snack. So I'm max Fizdef for Secret Sword. And I have Recover, Scald, Haze, and Disarming Voice. You guys are probably thinking, what the hell does Disarming Voice do? Well, it is a sound-based move that is a fairy type that goes through substitutes because it is sound-based. And it does minimum 23% to Keldeo. So let's say he subs up. Then I hit him with a Disarming Voice behind a sub. He loses 50% of his health. He can try to Calm Mind up, but I just haze him as he goes for Calm Mind. I Disarming Voice again, do another 20 some odd %, and this will end up chipping it down to the point to where it will die. And unless he's at +1, Secret Sword isn't doing that much damage to me. So I can see this working, but I could also see it not working, which is a little scary. This right here is the only reason why I'm thinking about making this faster than Keldeo, just to ensure that it can't Leaf Storm or sub up on me. How fast would I need to be? Let me just see. I need to hit 177. Wow. The 40 in defense, that's it. See how well I take hits from Zero Aura. Life Orb Close Combat is a roll to KO me. What if I do this? Okay, I can deal with that. Life Orb Close Combat doing 50% maximum if I do this. Okay. Now I'm faster than Keldeo, faster than Celebi. A neutral, I'm doing like 75%. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I can deal with this. I'm changing this around last minute, but I feel like I need to. I feel like I need to be faster than Keldeo. Having this Milotic as my only Keldeo check is really scary, so. Okay. So, life change. Faster than Keldeo, faster than Celebi, to be able to help out with Subcommon Keldeo. Okay. Next up, we have, this is going to be my main Zero Aura check. I'm fast enough, bulky enough to be able to take 2 non-specs Hidden Power Ices. If he's Life Orbed, and no special attack investment, I take 2 I take 2 Hidden Power Ices after rocks. On top of that, Subtoxic beats down literally everything. Literally everything. If he has Pyukumuku, I beat it. If he has Celebi and it's not like a boosting Celebi, it can't break my sub with anything. Giga Drain, Psychic does not break my Celebi, or does not break my sub if he is not offensive. So that's really, really nice. And the bulk also lets me take on Mega Heracross pretty well. Pin Missile does not two-shot me. Close Combat does. However, I don't think he'll be going for close combats versus me that much, because I do have so many things that can take advantage of it after that, but he might. He might. Yeah, this thing is really, 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 really good. And I love this set. Next up, we have Mesprit. I have enough speed for like speed creeping things. I didn't want to run too much speed, but I didn't want to run not enough speed, so I just made it 100. And then I have Spadef investment. This is my way of switching into Heatran if I don't want my Melodic to take damage because I need it for Keldeo. This is also my rocker for the game, and it's also my pivoting mon. His best switch into this is more likely going to be Celebi or Tran. Tran I get to knock off. And then I can click Psychic until I die. Celebi, I can click U-turn, get off a crap ton of damage, drop in my Superior, and kill with an HP bug. And then this also gets off really big damage on the Mega Heracross. If he's Substitute, it does minimum like 50%. And that's the whole goal behind it. This also can do a little bit of chip damage to certain things. Like I live as Zero Aura's Life Orb knockoff. And I can hit it with a Psychic to chip it down. So that's the idea behind the team, guys. I hope you enjoy. If you did, please make sure to leave a like down below for me. Also, make sure you check out Gator's links. His links will be down in the description below. But guys, with that, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.